I think at this time, we definitely have enough information for sure to show that a player does not have to wait for 2 months just to unlock a new character. Really, the rate of release depends mostly on you and your playstyle. We're gonna go ahead and debunk that myth today with the information that we got. Let me show you what I mean. So we're taking a peek at what happened when our main account, we're going all the way back here to November the 6th. That's when Ancient One came into the game. We pulled 10 orbs of her over the course of time, and we were able to get the unlock on November 15th. So we see she came out November 6th. We got the unlock November 15th. That means that was a span of 9 days for us to get the unlock. Now, the next character that came out on the Astral team is the Shadow King. He had the trials. There were no orbs to pull for him. We finished the trial. We definitely got the unlock like many people did. November 14th, Emma Frost X-Men came into the game. So we pulled a couple for her. We pulled 3 orbs total, and then we stopped. Now, why do we do that? Well, the free-to-play Oath event was happening at that time, so we were putting our cores into making sure we were getting shards of Oath. And again, some of the things that were going on in the game, the Shadow Orb was happening as well. That had some nice Annihilator characters in it. And so we were trying to bolster our Annihilators to help us do better in Arena. They're free-to-play, or excuse me, they're farmable now. So we left off pursuing the Shadow Orb, but we did see that was an opportunity to pivot because Emma Frost X-Men was the month-long event character. So you have those opportunities to think about, well, how is this going to go? Is this going to help my roster? Is this going to hurt my roster? You see my outtakes here. It looks good, but maybe it's messed up. So you just got to plan ahead, think ahead, play for success. And what happened with us? Well, November 15th, that is today. This is what my Astral team looks like. We have them all unlocked. Now that's how it worked for my main account, but what about the baby account? So let's say you're more of a mid-game player. But to be more accurate here, we have to go backwards. Oath, we had not unlocked Oath the last time we spoke on the baby account. So we see we did indeed pull some shards here. We pulled 6 in our 7th. But it was a great pull. We got 60 Oath shards. The free-to-play event was going on at that time as well. We got the unlock on the character. So she came into the game October 9th. We got the unlock November 9th. So it did take some time, but it was not 2 months. That was a span of 28 days. Man thing, I did not keep good notes on the man thing. We did indeed get him unlocked. I don't know when it happened. I didn't write it down. I apologize. But here is, as of today, December 15th, this is what my Night Stalkers look like on my new player account, or my baby account. I shouldn't say new player. It's been almost a year on my baby account. So catching up, what about the Astral team? November 6th, as we said, Ancient One came into the game. We pulled a bunch for her. It took us 11 pulls, but we did get the unlock. So on my baby account, again, she was released November 6th. Came into the, we got the unlock on November 21st. So that is a span of 15 days. Shadow King got the unlock. Wasn't difficult. That's good on Scopely. They're making it difficult to get it stronger, but the unlocks themselves don't seem to be too difficult. Emma Frost X-Men, November 14th. She's released into the game, and we followed the same pattern. We put 2 pulls on her, and then we stopped for the same reasons. We wanted to focus on Oath, especially on that baby account, to make sure we got her unlocked, because we hadn't, like we said earlier. The Shadow Orb, those were good characters, especially for a mid-game player. Still, I probably shouldn't have put so much time and effort into them. We're still working on Emma Frost right now. It's today, December 15th. This is my Astral team on the baby account. We still do not have Emma, but we're well on our way. We know we're going to unlock her because she is a month-long character. Now, we do have a word of caution. There is something that we learned that we want to talk about, and I can illustrate it right here with the Absolute A-Force. This is the baby account, the mid-game account. And as you notice, I have 4 of the 5 members, which is awesome. We got some great pulls. If you've been keeping track of the channel, we got some great pulls, but I do not have the resources to just power them up. So every day it's a little trickle here, a little trickle there. We're going to pivot over to Miss Marvel Classic because she's a more stronger character. But even though I have them unlocked, I can't really bring them up to my account level. On my main account, that would not be a problem. We have plenty of resources. I'd be able to raise her up. It wouldn't be a problem at all. It's also going to be difficult because Wasp and Ironheart, right, for a mid-game player, you still got to go through the whole process. At least on my main account, there is some effort put into them already. T4s and whatnot are already put into them. On this account, that's not the case. So it's going to cost everything to get them up. And so if you are you got to think about where you are in the game. We're going to talk a little bit more about this, but you got to think about where you are in the game. It may not be advantageous to follow this pattern if you don't have the resources to bring the characters up. I still think I'm going to get them pumped up, obviously, in less than 2 months' time. So I still think this was a good move for the mid-game account. But this is something that we do need to keep our eye on. It is definitely not for everybody. And so as we see, if you are playing the game regularly, if you are an engaged player, you don't have to wait 2 months to get your unlock. It's all up to you. You can do it much faster. So again, when we really think about what we're looking at here, we see the rate of release. Again, it's up to you. It's using your power cores. Do you want to use them to unlock characters, or do you want to use them for other methods, right? I don't have Odin. Other individuals, free to play, were able to go past me and get Odin, right? What I'm doing isn't as pretty, but I think it's more effective somewhat in the long run. That's just my opinion. This tactic is effective if you can stay within the top 100 of your arena. Then you get enough power cores, I think, to really make this a viable option. If not, it still works. It's just going to be slower. You're still, though, going to unlock that character in less than 2 months time. If you are a new player, then this method is not for you, right? Do not use your power cores to unlock characters. You simply will not have the resources to do that. And then as you approach the mid game, it's kind of going to depend where you are. It's going to depend where you are. What level raids are you doing? Where are you in war, arena, crucible, right? How much overall resources do you have? And are you able to put those into characters if you're increasing your rate of release? Big Positive Geek, right? Every month he does a resource inventory thing. And we know at the end game for sure, he's demonstrated, not just him, Rage Gaming. So we know for sure the end game player, the economy is set up so you do not have a deficit of the items that you need. You don't have a gold deficit. You don't have a training material deficit at all. That's not a thing. But if you're not playing at whatever this, right, that sweet spot is in the end game, you're going to be short resources. So you might be unlocking characters faster than you can put them together. And that might not necessarily be the thing that you want to do. Now, that type of math isn't something that I do, but I do want you to please check out Big Positive Geek's video here so you can see what he's talking about. You can get the straight dope. You can get the math straight from him.